Evening all, welcome along. It's the Friday Night live stream, bang on for 8 o'clock as well. That makes a change for me to be actually on time this week. Simon is down in Bournemouth, I believe. He is slightly worse for wear, as we can tell from the camera. There he is. He's laid in his hotel room. Evening, Simon.
Good evening, all. I don't know why I'm there. I didn't expect to go live that suddenly.
Oh, well, I thought, getting early. I'm on a quick one tonight because obviously I have had a week off of work. I've been on holiday. Got back about 2 o'clock this afternoon. So nice couple of days break in good old Suffolk. So I thought, right, get back. I am back at work tomorrow morning. So back at the garage at 7 in the morning to find out what's happened this week. I know we've sold a load of bikes, but I shall find out all the fun in the morning. So you've got the seaside as well. Yay.
Yeah, I'm in Bournemouth, and that's the pier behind me. So, yeah, it's
great fun.
Unfortunately, I can't see any of the live chat, so sorry, everybody, if I'm ignoring what you're saying, but there you go.
That's all right, not a problem. Got to say hi, Rhythmic's in the room, so congratulations, Rhythmic, 500 subs. He's actually hit the 500 sub. He's at 501 now, so well done, Rhythmic. Good on you, lad. He's put a very, very good video out. I did pick up on it. I think it was around about the beginning of the week that he did a video with Red Nesta. Now, typical Red's got the directions of a carrier pigeon with a magnet attached to its head. Red is no good at following directions, and obviously he got lost. Grant took the mick a little bit, but then someone come on the channel and said, "Oh, blind, this is all going on." So we had a little bit of a hater on the channel. Let me just grab this call a minute. Good evening. You there?
No,
she's not there. She's gone. I know that was. It's my neighbours next door. I was like, oh. Let me just. What a time to interrupt my live stream just as I go live. Let me just answer her. Give us an hour and I'll come out for a fag. But obviously, Rhythmic had a little bit of a hater on his channel. But if people are going to hate, don't watch the channel. That's as simple as that. If you don't like what you see, don't watch it. So,
well, even if they're a hater on your channel, if they're commenting and that, then no, keep going because it all adds to the algorithm. So
exactly, yeah. And it's good to see MT's back on his bike as well. So he's having a little bit of fun on his bike.
Go MT.
Yeah. You carry on. Don't mind us. Yeah, as I say, the link's up, guys. If you want to come and jump on the link and come and join us. Jim Diesel is in the room. Jim just said, I've just watched Punkster's video. I haven't watched it yet, so don't tell me about it yet because I want to go and watch that because he's gone out camping and it was quite a good view from the tent as well. So looked quite nice. But I've got about 30 to 40 videos to catch up on this week because obviously where we were, no phone signal, no internet, so. We had a nice little luxurious break, sitting in the hot tub, went off to the zoo and done a couple of places, went off to Ed Sheeran's pub, didn't see Ed though. But it was a couple of days away. Yeah, it's, as Andy said, it's a tent thing. Yeah, it is. It's either a tent thing or a hotel thing. We actually did the first, because we didn't go down to the lodge until late Monday. But we had a couple of nights down at the Premier Inn, and the Premier Inn was quite good, actually. Nice little restaurant on the side, 10 yards walk from the hotel to the restaurant, which was right next door. And for 39 quid, that weren't a bad little deal for the pair of us. So.
Not bad, not bad.
Yeah. We could have done, obviously, the other one, Travel Lodge, but it didn't offer the amenities that we could get if we did the Premier Inn. So hence why we did the Premier Inn. So... yeah, there's not a lot really to cover. Motorcycle news is very, very quiet this week, apart from the thing saying we're banging out a 300 horsepower Hayabusa. Oh, nice little view of the room as well. Yeah, make sure you pick your pants up off the floor. But yeah, it's not a lot really on motorcycle news about that, apart from that 300 horsepower Hayabusa. Oh, that's definitely a Premier Inn.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, it's exactly the same. It's exactly the same setup as ours. Identical, absolutely identical. Apart from the balcony, that is. Yeah. But yeah, did you go down on the bike or in the car?
Oh, I'm on the bike, and if you look over the balcony, there's a little clump of trees over there, and my bike is tethered to one of the big ones. So, but that is Bournemouth. There you go.
And it's a lovely sunny afternoon as well.
Not too shabby.
Matt's just commented. He's just said the Lexmoto LSZ. Yes, I knew about that 2 weeks ago, but obviously I was told by Lexmoto to hush. But obviously everyone's saying the LSZ and the LXZ, really, really nice bikes. But for the money, you're up on sort of Yamaha and Honda prices with that bike for a 125. It's nearly $4,000 for it. Will it sell? It does appeal, but it's going to be one of those. It's going to be a Marmite bike. I think you're either going to love it, hate it. But for the price, and obviously all bike prices have all gone up in the last couple of months. But will it sell? I don't know yet. I've yet to review one. We're not going to get one in, obviously, because of the price of it. It's a bit too much on top. When someone that just wants a 125 for the first year, or the first couple of years until they step up to a bigger bike or do their car license, a $2,000 bike's going to, if someone said, oh, you can have a 125 for $2,000 or a 125 for $4,000, I know what I'd go for. You'd go for the cheaper option every time.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So little bit too much on the money for me with the LSZ, but there are a couple of other ones coming out. Yeah, there is an electric one that is coming out in about the next 6 months, but we are stum on that at the moment. And the other one is obviously they're looking at a couple more in the big bike range. Now, obviously the Vosges 500 that Exeter covered and the 650. I didn't like the 650. I prefer the 500. For the extra 150 cc's, you only get another 4 horsepower. And so there's not a lot in it. But the thing is, obviously, the Vosges is now out of stock. You can't buy it for love or money because they've snapped them all up and they're not getting any more for about the next 3 or 4 months. And the other one I was going to cover, Simon, brake pads, front of a bike, brake pads, because you answered a question on that the other night.
Yeah, I did, yeah. What do you want to know about them? You need them to stop. End of story. Yeah.
No, yeah, exactly. You need them to stop. But obviously he was saying, oh, I could get these cheap ones for like 36 quid each. Would I go with cheap brake pads on the front of a GTR? Absolutely not.
As long as they're EBC 88 standard pads, get them. I'd get them off Demon Twigs myself or Darren Spears. I've just replaced the front ones.
Oh, I've lost him. But yeah, as I was saying, he was going on about these EBC pads. They're the best ones out. I tend to go. I went semi-sintered on mine, which are the slightly more expensive ones. But 136 quid for a set of semi-sintered was a lot of money. And then until Simon said to me, you can get them for about 94, 96 quid.
Yeah, you can. But you still hear me because I've lost my internet connection then.
Yeah, you did for a little while, yeah. We've got someone else that's out in the middle of nowhere. It's Lockwood. Evening.
Lockie!
How are you doing?
Yeah, good, mate.
I'm currently in Ardrossan. Just watching the sun go down.
Oh.
And there's the ferry that's just come in from Arran.
Very nice.
And
Nice.
if you look to this side, we've got a rave going on. There's a few boys out fishing, and they've got the rave music going.
Excellent. Happy birthday.
Rave fishing, is that a thing in Scotland then? Rave fishing, you know.
We've lost him.
How are we? Simon, what's going on with you? Are you on your bed?
I'm in my hotel, mate.
Where are you?
I'll pop down to the coast for the week.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Lovely job.
Week in Bournemouth, mate. Week in Bournemouth.
Superb. Better than Ardrossan anyway, that's for sure.
Yeah, well, anything is really, but...
I think this was voted the worst town in Britain a few years ago. Pretty sure it was.
Probably. I have no idea. So
God, everyone's internet is all freezing up. Oh, here we go. Simon is spending a week with the people his age.
yeah, you're absolutely right. I've just spent a week at a union conference. So yeah, we're all middle-aged white males. So yeah, I did. Yeah, correct.
Andy's just said, no, that's not Bournemouth, that's Luton.
I don't know how long Luton's had a pier, but yeah, all right, Landy.
Excellent. Yeah, happy birthday to the girls, matey.
Oh, yes, thanks very much. Yeah, we had a great
And,
time. I'm still eating the cake.
Yeah, I was in. We were down in Suffolk. I think I put the photo up on my Facebook. We were sat in the pub, and I took my jacket off, and the missus went, "Oh God, I can't take you anywhere on holiday without you taking a bloody motorcycle T-shirt with you." And I went, "Got to do a bit of social promotion." And this guy walked up to us in the pub, and he went, "Oh," he said, "Are you a moto vlogger?" I went, "Yeah." He said, "Oh, are you Lockwood?" I went, No, I'm actually promoting Lockwood." And he went, "Oh, what's your name?" I went, "Rev Bomb." And he went, "Oh, I'll have to check him out." I said, "Yeah, go and check out Lockwood, so you might find yourself some more subscribers this week."
Yeah, nice one, mate. Nice one.
Well, I actually got told off at my conference because I moved a motion, and at the end of the motion, I said, and just for your information, a famous YouTuber is here. His name is Simon GGR 1400. Go check him out. And someone went, "You can't say that." Too late, I did it.
Oh, quick one from Simon Brackett time, and he said, "Did you go to the Paul Bike Night?"
I missed it. I thought it was on Wednesday. It was supposed to be on Tuesday. Or it's on Tuesday, and I missed it. I thought it was Wednesday, so no, I missed it.
Oh, I'll just referee to he won't be able to read it. Yeah, yeah. Simon's got no side stream, so I will cover anything that pops up into the side chat for you.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. Another one, obviously, if you've just joined us, Lockwood, Rhythmic Bikers hit 500 likes this week, so he's achieved his goal.
500 subs.
Brilliant.
In the subs, yeah.
500 subs. 500 subs.
500. Yeah, done well. So well done, Rhythmic. And I think Andy's done John Dyard McLean's challenge as well, telling a little bit about himself. I don't know yet. So I've got so many videos to catch up.
If Andy told everybody about himself, that would have been a very, very short video, wouldn't it, really? Let's face it. Cheers, Andy.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, the amount of, when we were out, the amount of bikes that we actually got that were down Suffolk way, and every single one of them was either a BMW or it was an Africa Twin. There was hardly any cruisers or road bikes anywhere. Yeah, it was all touring bikes and all off-roaders all the way. Most of them were GSs and then the old Africa Twin, because my missus actually got, I went, there we go, spot the bikes. That's an Africa Twin. That's the GS. I went, that's a blah, blah. And I said, right, next thing for the next couple of minutes, as soon as you see a bike, you've got to tell me what it is when it comes. She went, GS. And I went, that's an Africa Twin. How can you tell the difference? When that one's blue and white. She got it after about the fifth bike. She done really well. She was like, oh, GS. GS. So, yeah, that was a good bit of fun out. Good bit. There was some nice country roads, but God, the potholes and bumps. You know, you wouldn't have wanted to do it on a sports bike. It was horrible.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. I suppose the Africa Twin's good for that, isn't it?
Oh, there was loads of people following us. There was one that he actually sat behind us. We pulled in the petrol station, and he came in behind us. We got our fuel, he got his fuel, and he followed us down the road. And then we're on dual carriageway, but the cars were streaming down the outside because I wanted the next junction, so I was only puddling along at 50. But I pulled up over the edge of the white line and put my hand out and waved him through. And as he come past, he gave me the thumbs up. The missus went, why did you let him through? I said, because I'm doing 50 and he wants to go a damn sight faster. But he gave me a little wave as he went past. And I went, that's what you want to do. I said, when I get a biker behind you, if he hasn't got room to get past into the outside lane, just pull over and let him through. So, Dennis G said, whereabouts in Suffolk? We went to a place called Afflington, which is it's between Diss and I. Little lodges right in the middle of nowhere. We've had a 5-day break down there, but to get down to it, it's single track for about 10 miles. So if you get a car coming the other way, you have to back up or pull into one of the pull-off bays just to get past. Quick one from Simon. Oh, Simon's gone, but if you're still watching the restream, Simon, he said, "Are you filming the reboot of Cocoon?" Quick one from Rhythmic. He said, "Check your phone, Rhythmic." RSPS nerd, so that'll be the big boy himself, Brandon, I think. Dis and I, yeah. Or Dis-I. Not Dis-I, Dis-I.
Dis-I.
Yeah. But there's the funny thing is, there's a little shop, and it's I was saying about it last week. It's literally an Anderson shelter with a brick building on it, and it's the same little old boy, and he's like Ronnie Corbett out of After All Hours, little brown coat, the little flat hat, and went to go in the shop. The door was shut, and I went, bleeding out. He's got a slot that big in the window, and he leans through the window, and I went, oh, shop not open. Oh, we're open. I went, oh, can't we come in? No, I'm 92 and I don't want to get COVID, so I'm going to serve you from the window. So he does everything from the window. I went, that's good. So how are you going to get half a dozen eggs? Yeah, how are you going to get half a dozen eggs through the window? And he went, don't you worry, lad. He's got a cat flap and he pushes it through the cat flap in the door. But it was
superb.
It was superb. I said, I've got to get a photo. I don't do photos. I haven't had a phone for years.
It's probably a good thing, actually, not having a phone.
Yeah.
Mad.
Oh, here we go. Danish G. I saw a couple of African twins in Kesselland. We were there last week. They were touring. Yeah. We would literally Kesselland's just, I'd say about 20 miles from where we were. But we got some really good photos. When we were down there, we went off to a place called Banham Zoo. So we're in the zoo, and I said to her, "Oh, it's got all the normal animals like your sheep, your goats, your farm bits, and that, and then you've got all like your giraffes and elephants." And I said, "Oh, we'll go in the tropical house because they've got a tropical aviary, but all the monkeys free roam. So you get monkeys just jump on you out the middle of nowhere."
Yeah.
We're walking through. And then one of the keepers went, "Look out, mate, just watch your head." And I went, bloody hell, right above me. And it was literally right above me. And I got my phone out. We had that. It's the old slot. But he saw me taking photos and he come right up close. I actually got him a pose for a photo. And that's literally a foot away from me. And the keeper went,
looks a wee bit like Simon.
Yeah. He said, if that thing swipes, he said, the claws on it, he said, believe it or not, a sloth is not a slow animal. They walk slow. He said, but if that thing swipes you, he'll basically rip your arm open with his claws. And I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Move away.
Mad.
Yeah. As I say, guys, the side chat is open. If you want to come and jump on the StreamYard link, I'll put the link up for anybody that wants to come and join us again. Internet shifted in Bournemouth, so Simon's in the side chat, guys. If you want to come and jump in on the main stream, because there's only me and Lockwood in at the moment. It's only going to be a short one tonight because obviously I'm back at work tomorrow, so I'm trying to catch up on stuff and get as much done as I can. So it'll only be a short stream tonight, and it's only got 40 minutes as well. So Rhythmic, if you want to come and jump in on the chat a minute, mate, tell us all about how Wolf Tales is going and your 500 subscribers. That'd be quite good, just to get him in for a few minutes. Pongster, if you're about, come and tell us about your latest video because it's a really good one. And obviously Lockwood's up there. He's got the ferry. He's got the docks and that. And, I take it, are you out with a ride with anybody? I've lost him there.
No, I'm just on my Todd. I just came on my own tonight. Nobody wants to play tonight. I went to Largs, and there's quite a few bikes in Largs.
What one are you on? You're on
so
the CB tonight.
But I'm on this chappy tonight.
Hey, the CB.
Yep. I'm on a CB.
Yeah. Andy was saying he did his
So
review
the
video. Yeah, Andy did his review video of his BMW, and that thing's gone viral at the moment. He's getting so many people watching that video.
That's good. That's good.
So-
He's really good on camera, Andy.
Yeah, he's got a natural. He's a natural thing for it. It either comes to you really easy or it doesn't.
Yep.
So well done,
Yeah,
well done on
definitely.
that, Andy. So we're going to stay on. I'm going to stay on for about another 10 minutes or so. If anybody wants to come and jump in on the chat with us, you're very welcome to do so. 2,460 views so far. So well done, Andy. So yeah, that, as I said to you, when you put that up,
Yeah.
you know, that it's so good that it's just one of those videos. You're like, Jesus Christ, this, you know, he's got it. He's got all his top boxes all packed out, showing us exactly what he's got. And he did really well on it. So yeah, I did say to him when he put it up, that thing is going to go viral because that's such a good video. You can tell a good video as soon as you start watching it. And Simon is back with us again.
Yeah, no, really good. Yeah, it's good.
Right, let's bring this man in. It's Mr. Rhythmic himself. Well done, Grant.
Thank you, mate. Appreciate that.
Yeah, really, really good on the 500 subs. What you got planned for? I haven't watched the latest Wolf Tales yet. So what you got planned for sort of the next couple of editions?
So obviously the one that we released recently was the BMW R9T Racer, which was, I thought, a stunning bike. In terms of what we've got coming up, we are in London this Sunday at the Ace Cafe to meet with a gentleman who has a Harley Davidson Livewire. Which is why we are traveling down to London, because he can't make it up to Milton Keynes without charging his electric motorcycle. So,
Because they are shit. Yeah.
so it'll be interesting to meet with him and find out what it was that persuaded him to spend 30 grand on an electric motorcycle. But you know, it's something else we haven't delivered onto Wolf Tales yet. And at the end of the day, regardless of what we all think and feel, I suppose it is the future, isn't it? Electricity and stuff like that. Simon's shaking his head, but who knows?
Wait and see. Carbon. Fucking carbon bollocks. Not going well for me tonight. No, electric isn't the way forward.
It's one of those we definitely don't want it to be, being motorcyclists, because the money in the development of electric motorcycles hasn't really been put in there. But I think in terms of a big industrial standard, I think they've invested so much money into electricity. Can't see any other way.
Whose mic is that?
I think
Is that mine?
Simon. Yeah.
There you go. Now it's stopped.
Now it's stopped. Yeah.
I'll take my thumb off the mic then. Yeah. I'm trying to do this off my phone. It ain't good.
I think everybody's on phone tonight.
This is what happens when you take a holiday, Simon.
Guys,
I'm not on holiday. I'm at work. I'm working. I just happened to be put up in a hotel in Bournemouth for a whole week. I've been here since Saturday last week for work.
Bless him.
The thing
No,
is,
I haven't been drinking, Mum.
Guys, I'm going to shoot. I keep dropping off. I need
all
to
right,
leave.
buddy. Look after yourself. We'll catch up with you at the weekend.
Take it easy, fella.
Okay.
Cheers, then.
Cheers, guys.
Yeah, quick
Cheers,
one.
guys. See you later, Rhythmic.
See you later, Lockwood. Synthetic fuel, Dennis G is saying. We actually went to get a bit of shopping on the way home. Mum and Dad said to us, "Oh, can you pick up some vegetable oil?" No shop in Milton Keynes has any vegetable oil.
Vegetable oil.
Yeah, vegetable oil for cooking. For filling up, for your deep fat fryer. Tesco have sold 500 litres in a week. They've never sold that much.
People are turning it into biofuel, aren't they?
Yeah. I know.
Something's going on because Aldi, Asda, Tesco's, Lidl's, nobody has vegetable oil.
When it turns out to cheaper to turn vegetable oil into biofuel to run your diesel on, it's pretty worrying, isn't it?
I know Car Throttle did that. The channel Car Throttle, they ran an old diesel Skoda Octavia on chip fat, on chip oil from the chip shop. Yeah, so if it can work, who knows? That's what we all need to do. Buy more fish and
McDonald's
chips.
have been running their lorries on fuel from their fat fries for years.
Yeah, see?
There we are. Dennis G's just done it. His McDonald's trucks are using it all.
Yeah,
And it definitely won't cost £30,000.
no,
Exactly.
no, it won't. No,
Simon
but as for your guy with the electric bike, why didn't he wait until they built the hydro bike? Because that's the one that, well, that in my mind is going to be the way to go. It's not electric, and everybody knows I hate electric with a passion. In fact, I might pop down the Ace Cafe Sunday just to fucking wind that geezer up.
I think the problem is, though, isn't it? It's, you know, Elon Musk, for example, he has a lot of influence at the moment. You know, his money is very well and truly into the electricity, into the electric vehicle market with Tesla and everything like that. Ever since that really has taken off, you now see Renaults, Nissans, Toyotas, you know, they're all in on the game.
Yeah, for cars, it works brilliantly. For cars, you can do it. Motorcycles, you cannot. For motorcycles, you need the hydro fuel and what have you, which is why Yamaha, Suzuki, and Kawasaki are all they've all got together and they're going to build this engine that runs on hydro fuel, whatever it is. And yeah, that's why they're going to do that, because electric motorcycles are not. They're not good enough. They will not do it. They will not do the miles you need. You cannot have a touring motorcycle that's got a range of 120, 130 miles. Can't do it.
No, it wouldn't work. I think the only one that has impressed me, not for touring, but the only electric bikes that have impressed me are from Zero motorcycles. Like, they at the moment, they seem to be leading the way in that respect.
Yeah, I've looked into the Zero motorcycles and I looked at getting one, and even the best way you can get one of them bikes, and I spoke a great length with the salesman, because I'm thinking it will save me a fortune, because I do 20,000 miles a year. It will save me an absolute fortune in services and everything else. But the best way, you can ramp that bike up as much as you want, and it will only ever do 120 miles. Well, some days I do 160, 180 miles. So at some point, I'm going to have to sit somewhere for 2 hours to charge the fucking thing up so I can carry on my journey. It's ridiculous. I'm not going to do it. Sorry, no.
Put a diesel generator and plug it into that.
Yeah,
I'll drag a diesel generator along with me. Yeah, then let's not just sort of it's the whole thing, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, A, because there's a shortage, and B, because Ramadan's coming up, so they've bought it all.
Again,
Ramadan finishes next week, so yeah. But
I think it's all been rammed down our throat, the electric motorcycle and the electric car and everything like that. But I think we're still at the early stages. Who knows what's going to happen? Obviously, I'd love to see a situation where we can keep petrol. The whole announcement I think it was last year when they announced that petrol motorcycles would be banned from showrooms from like 2035. That's for me a bit quick. That's a bit quick for me. I can't see it being done in the next sort of 15 years. But
I think they can have a hydrogen engine up and running in 5 years. They could really do. And then it's just to create the shit, whatever it is, hydrogen, whatever it is. That's your problem. That's your problem. Can they create it en masse? And I think they could. I mean, because at the end of the day, if everybody switched over to electric power, yes, you could charge it up at home, but they're going to have to start running nuclear stations to start charging all the batteries. And then you've got the added problem of the waste that you create from it, and also the carbon footprint you leave behind when you digging out the lithium for the batteries. It doesn't work. You're not offsetting. You're not offsetting, so you've got to look at something else. Electric battery cars and motorcycles are not the not the answer. Sorry, I'm in rant mode. Sorry, I've been in conference all week.
Relax yourself. Calm down. You're good.
I'm in rant mode. I've been in conference all week. I've been on the podium. I've been talking to people, and yeah.
Oh, excellent.
Anyway,
don't start with that about hydrogen being explosive. Someone once said that to me. Someone went, "Oh, but we can't go down the hydrogen route because it's explosive." And I said,
"Yeah, so is fucking petrol. What's the matter with you?"
What do you think petroleum is? You almost
does nobody even remember Buncefield in Hemel a few years ago? No, that wasn't a quiet explosion, was it? Yeah.
I think
Yeah, I should imagine Andy slept for it because that would have been the amount of bleeding vodkas you had beforehand, mate.
Through the whole thing.
Bless.
Well, all I know is when it went off, I heard it in Milton Keynes, and that's fucking 30 mile away. So
Bloody
Oh,
hell.
Exactly. Don't mention the Hindenburg.
I mentioned the Hindenburg. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, no matter what you're going to get, batteries are explosive.
Yeah, exactly.
How many people have seen the videos of these electric scooters and push bikes exploding and catching fire?
Exactly. But lithium battery.
And then what happens? What happens if you're involved in an accident? This is something that came up this week. Actually, you're involved in an accident in a electric or a hybrid car, and somehow the chassis gets in contact with the batteries, and every time every emergency worker that's trying to rescue you from that car gets electrocuted.
Yeah. Because they ain't.
Well, then you're
everyone
fucked.
seems to think they run at 12 volt. 12 volt. They don't. They run at
They
600
fucking don't.
volt. 600
They run
volt
enough
DC.
volts that will fucking kill you.
Yeah, 600 volts DC on a standard car, and it's DC, so the DC will actually stick you to the metal. It won't throw you off like AC does.
And then all the extra cost of getting all these MOT and service centres trained in the electric vehicles as well.
Mm.
That's not cheap.
Yeah, Exit has just said Western Supermoto got it spot on. We need to look for a biofuel alternative. Yeah.
Yeah, and hydrogen fuel, I believe, is the way to go.
Mm.
I believe that's what I'm putting my money on. And if everybody says electric's better than hydrogen fuel, then go suck my ass because it ain't. Sorry, I know it's not 9 o'clock yet, but there you go.
Yeah. We have a quick one from Matt. He's just said thermal runaway. Look at Hammond's crash in the Rimac. It was still going up in flames a week later. Yeah, it was. Just for the simple
Exactly.
simple fact of that, the lithium ions keep burning forever and ever. And the thing is, you can't dispose of a lithium-ion battery the same way you just dispose of a normal sort of Duracell.
can't.
Pop it in the bin. You can't.
I have to hide it
Even
under.
your normal Duracell you pop in the bin has to go somewhere.
Yeah,
Mm.
exactly.
Sorry, I'm sorry, but you've all got me fucking ranting then when I was having a good week. So
Oh, cheers, Viking.
I was about to say, Simon, check out the Wolf Tales episode when it gets released, yeah, for us.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to be there Sunday at the Ace Cafe, and I'm going to be
Please
fucking
don't.
sticking my oar in. I really will.
We've got filming to get on with. I can't deal with you then abusing the guest.
Quick one. Vikings just said he's obviously stepped up from a 125. Wants some advice. He's just put a deposit down on an R1 as his first bike. Everybody told me I'm going to die, but if I'm responsible, I should be. If you're responsible, respect the machine for what it is and ride within your limits.
Eat your bank account.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, a 125 to an R1 is a huge step.
Yeah.
It is a huge step. That is going from an electric scooter to a fucking a very fast motorbike. In my opinion. I'd say just take it easy, mate. Don't twist that throttle because that thing will do 90 mile an hour in first gear. So take it easy.
Yeah. But it's like anything. I stepped at 17 straight to a ZX9, and then 3 months later went straight to a Z1300. Did it kill? Everyone said, 17-year-old, it'll kill you. It'll kill you. If you're responsible enough to respect the bike and respect not banging that throttle wide open, taking your time. What I did with the GTR, Simon. How long has it taken me to get the GTR up to speed?
17 years.
Yes, 7 months. And I'm as I say to people, that is it's a very, very fast bike for what it is. And you've got to respect how many horsepower you've got sitting between your legs. If you're going to rag it round like a lunatic, yeah, even Andy's GS, if you give that handful of throttle, that's going to pick that front wheel up and spin up the back wheel, and any big bike will. It's just respect of the machine that you're riding. Ride within your limits all the time.
I mean, you've got to be careful with Andy's GS. You open that throttle too hard, you're going to break the link to the plough, aren't you? So.
Yeah, Code Great. You've got to be very responsible. One incorrect twist, exactly. Yeah, that's it. All it needs is, I'm gonna open it up a bit. Yeah, and I did it coming out of Super Sausage, and I never thought that I would pick the front wheel up on the GTR. And second gear opened it up a little. Whoa, steady, put it back down. And that frightened me. I never thought that I've spun up the back wheel doing 60, dropped it a gear and spun up the back wheel, but I've never lifted the front end on that. And that was like, oh, Jesus Christ, this thing is fast.
Deceivingly fast. It doesn't look it.
And if you are right, Simon, if you roll on hard enough in first gear, it just comes straight up.
Mhm.
I tried it the other week. Yeah, I was like, let's just see what Simon says. 20 mile an hour, and I just rolled on that first gear. Whoa, okay, back down, get down.
He said, Simon says.
Quick one, crazy said, I think Simon secretly loves electric motorcycles. I don't think you're right.
I'd love to set fire to every single one of them there is out there. Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm coming down the 8 Cafe Sunday with a can of petrol and a box of matches.
Beware any people that have got Harleys, yeah.
Just watch out. My bike will be there. I can't afford that.
Well, you want to park your bike a long way away because your bike's the Triumph. It leaks oil. It'll catch fire.
Leaks oil, yeah. It'll be straight up in flames. It'll be up in flames quicker than the electric
You need
one.
a gallon of petrol, a lighter, and some cat litter.
Yeah, don't stand it too near for the Triumph because the oil drips will set light.
Annoyingly, for the camera work, it's always going to be next to it, so I'll have to wait and see when Simon's there.
Oh, I'm coming now. I'm up for a fucking I'm coming.
Everyone from Wesley said, I drive an electric car, absolutely love it, but no good for any distance driving. Exactly, hit the nail on the head. Great for round town, but no good if you want to travel a distance.
Journeys are 20, 30 miles at the most anyway.
Yeah.
So, it's horses for courses. I think running around, just doing like a couple of a little electric scooter or something like that is ideal. You can charge it up every other week, stick it on charge at home. But like Simon said, you ain't going to go touring on the bloody thing.
Exactly.
You might be out a tour 40 miles or 50 miles, then you've got to stop, plug it in. But horses, whatever they're designed for, if you're just running around town and that, I think they're a great little thing.
But in all seriousness, Rhythmic, if you want to go down Ace Cafe and interview this guy and you're going down on your bike, let me know. I'll come with you. Yeah.
We'll go down and have a look.
I'll go down and have a look, and I'll tell you what, while you're filming, I'll keep my mouth shut. How's that?
It's one of those, like, obviously, as I've said, like Wolf Tales, the whole idea of it is, to bring loads of different ideas, loads of different bikes to the camera and to the channel, and hence why we've done like the female rider, we've done sidecar riders, we've done track day enthusiasts. Electric motorcycles is something that I unfortunately I do think it is the future. I think it is what's going to come. I'm not saying I want.
You can think that, you'd be wrong, but you can think that. But we'll go ahead. Yeah.
I think that the government and everyone involved, people at top level, have invested so much time and money. The only thing I am interested in is obviously at the moment we're experiencing a bit of a fuel crisis. There's lack of diesel, lack of petrol all the time, and the price is going up and up and up. When the price goes up and up and up, obviously the government pockets a load of tax money from us. Petrol is completely taxed. What I want to know is, where does that money come from if petrol is gone? If petrol is gone and electricity has replaced it, and they're not taxing electricity at the moment from us.
Well, all that free road tax you get for electric vehicles at the moment.
Yeah, that'll
Guess
go.
what? That's going to get reclassified.
Exactly. So I'm a bit intrigued as to how they word it or how they're going to get around it that way. But there's a lot of money made on tax on fuel, and that just won't exist anymore. So it'll be interesting to see how they.
They're just going to tell everyone smoking's good for them again and put tax on that.
Mike's just said, "Will a moto back work with an LXR 125?" I don't know on that one. I don't. What is a moto back?
It's a good battery.
It's good battery. Yeah, if
good
it's
batteries.
The battery in the LXR is a YTX. I think it's a YTX 9 in those, or a YTX 7 ABS. But motor backed UASA. The Lex Moto batteries, they're okay. But you only get about a year out of a standard Lex Moto battery if you don't keep it charged every day. But be a YTX 7, I think, in that, or a YTX 9. I'm sure it's 7, though. Quick one. Crazy Dad Biker, with or without petrol. Yeah. There will be a lack of electric in the end as well. So yeah, it's how many charges.
That's what I said to you. They're going to start running, having to put in atomic fucking fusion plants to do it all, and then you've got the other added. What do you do with that waste?
Exactly.
On our bikes.
Was it 36 million vehicles in the UK on the road at the moment?
Yeah.
Charge all them up at once. We can't cope. Sorry.
Oh, there we are. Motoback's a brand. Yeah. So it'll fit the LXR. I'd go. I tend to go Yuasa in my just because Yuasa is a very well-known brand and they're very, very good at what they do. So Yuasa, yeah, I call it Yuasa, but that's just me. Trip to Torquay, anything will be fine. KG's just said California's got that problem. They have to ask people not to use their electric cars due to strain on the power grid. So yeah, they'll end up shutting down power for UK for 2 hours, like they do in places like Turkey. Well, if everybody remembers the old royal wedding when they went to the break in between, because I think
the grid had a brownout because everybody put their kettle on. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. There was a massive power outage because the strain on the national grid. As soon as everyone put the kettle on to go and make themselves a cuppa between the royal wedding, and they said, "Oh, we'll never do that again." And you still tend to find it. The spikes go up and down when people are like, "Oh, commercial break, let's go and put the kettle on."
Yeah. You imagine at 7 o'clock at night, everybody plugs their car in.
Yeah, it's like because obviously where we were at the lodges, and I said to him, I said, "God blimey!" I said, "You've got 15 lodges here because it only started with 5." I said, "Jesus, 15 lodges! I bet the electric down here cost you a fortune." Now he said, "Actually, it doesn't cost us anything." I said to him, "Why is that?" He said, "Because we've got a complete 40-acre field of solar panels." But you think 40 acres of solar panels is a bloody big
Just to
field.
run that lot, yeah.
Yeah, that's a bloody big field.
How much electricity has he got to get back to pay for all them panels?
Exactly. Well, I think because he was saying that about half the field charges the lodges and runs the farmhouse and all the farm buildings. The other half
he sells back, yeah.
Yeah, the other half he sells back. So he was saying within about 5 to 10 years, he'll make his money and start getting a return. But it's 5 to 10 years of investment to get anything back on it.
Golf near his field, he won't.
Yeah. But yeah. There's loads of people commenting this. There's another one there. It's only just got underway, so yeah, you have to charge them if you've done like paint and bike night. Exactly. Yeah, I think the bikes will be ready long before the infrastructure. Exactly. How long did it take for petrol? Obviously, when the first petrol cars first come out, how long did it take for petrol stations to get established? And you're going to find the same with your electric charge stations now.
Yeah.
I'm a bit too young to remember it, but I've been told the stories about when petrol became unleaded, and a lot of people had to do a conversion on their car to have it from leaded to unleaded. Yeah. Like I say, I'm a bit too young to remember it, but maybe we're just going to have that. Maybe we're just going to have a big conversion thing with the government where
you had to rub it in about how young he is, didn't he? You had to rub it in.
Yeah. I remember the days of 2, 3, 4, and 5 star, and it cost you 25 pence a gallon.
I remember when Channel 4 come on air.
Exactly.
All of this stuff existed.
Poor old Rhythmic thinks broadband is natural. Everybody had it. No, we had dial-up to start with.
I'll tell you what. I remember. Simon will remember this. It's now the BP in Penny Stratford in Aylesbury Street. But I remember when it was the original. It was a jet garage, and used to be able to pull in there with your motorbike, and you could get half a gallon of fuel. And if it was a 2-stroke, he'd put you half a gallon of fuel in your tank, and then he'd get his little bottle, he'd bring it out with the old and measure you out exactly the right amount, squirt it in your tank, your old 2-stroke oil, and then he'd put the other half a gallon of fuel on the top, and then swish your tank around for you. And he used to do you need any 2-stroke oil, mate? I'll give you 2 shots in that one.
Yeah, I remember the old. Yes, I remember it well. I mean, my first motorbike was a PK50 Vespa, and I had to mix the oil in with the petrol,
Yeah.
and I used to be able to fill it up, and that was a gallon of fuel. I used to be able to fill it up, and it was really expensive if it got to 25p. That
Yeah.
meant I was empty. Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember.
2 and 6 a gallon. Yeah, those were the days. Rhythmic missed the
Yeah.
Millennium Bug as well.
I was only 4, so let me off.
God. You know what? I hate him even more and more. He keeps talking.
Those were. I tell you what. I remember doing the Millennium. Oh God, New Year's Eve party, and everyone said to me, "Oh, when you get to midnight, your computer's gonna." Because I was on a computer then, and everyone's like, "Your computer will crash," and I went, "That's all right." And I took 2 boxes of 12-inch vinyl with me just in case. Got to midnight, and I'm like, "Oh, was that it? Okay, carry on." Nothing happened. Nothing happened.
Did you not do what everybody did, and they set their computer for the 31st of December 1998 and told it not to update via the internet, just in case?
I did. It never connected to the internet. That was the best thing about it.
Well, there you go. Yeah, it would have worked there.
It wasn't Windows. This newfangled Windows. It was Windows 98.
Jesus Christ, Windows 98. Wow.
It worked great, mate. It worked great.
Brilliant.
This is like history class for me.
Yeah, my C50 30p lasted you a month.
You know, I said I'd be quiet, Danny Ace. You keep talking like that, Rhythmic, and I might not be.
That's all right. I want to know what happened to the fight on Sunday. Did I miss the fight?
The fight, yeah.
Who is this bloody Colin bloke that gave what was going on?
I wish I knew who he was, mate. All I know was it all, you know what it's like. It's one comment, and then one comment leads to about 100 or so. And I had some other people who go up, some regulars who go up to the Super Sausage, got involved. Next thing I know, there's this, "Oh, if I see you up there," attitude mentality. And it was, I mean, okay, it's been blown well out of proportion, but luckily I had some guys on there who managed to talk him down, but he still wasn't happy with me, but he was happy with everyone else. So I don't know, mate. I really don't know. I went to the Super Sausage on Sunday. All I'm saying was he weren't there. So who wins?
All fucking no trousers. There you go.
You're Colin. You're the one that upset Rhythmic. You're the knob, are you?
Yeah. I got there a bit later, and I said to my friend who had calmed him down, I said, "You ain't seen him about, have you? Because I'd love to just have a chat. I'd love to genuinely just have a chat. Put him on the channel, maybe."
Bring him on the live stream.
Exactly. Let him say his bit.
Oh, Tom's just here. I said I keep missing this. Crazy though. Said Windows XP was the best because it had pinball. Yes, it did.
It did, yes.
Yeah, you could scroll screens and go and play pinball on it.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, old man who had the back door smashed in by a foot. We recently set up a Wi-Fi connection to one. Get me back in the line in now. 1 gigabyte per second. Jesus, H.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm lucky if I get dial-up in this house, mate. Oh, right. So anyway, I'm going to have an early night tonight. So we've been on for just under an hour. Andy's got to head off soon anyway, because I think Andy's working tomorrow. If you're about on Sunday, I shall be up Super Sausage because I'm going to have a run out because we got the bank holiday Monday, so I'll get to have a run out on Sunday. So anyone that happens to be up Super Sausage on Sunday, see you up there. Coffees are on me, and I did say that. So you
everybody.
Everybody.
Okay, right. Start putting out on your social media. Red Bomb is buying the coffees on Sunday at Super Sausage.
Everybody get to the Super Sausage on Sunday.
Everybody.
Yeah,
don't matter if you know him or not. Head up that way.
Just go up to him.
But
account.
Yeah, put it on my Super Sausage account. Exactly. Yeah. But thanks very much, everybody that's in the side chat that's joined us tonight. There were some good subjects that we managed to cover. It's only a short one tonight, but we're back full bore with the crew from next Friday. Don't forget, full description of all the bikers is in the comments on every video. So go in the description of every video. All the boys are in there. Go and check out Rhythmic's latest one. Go and check out their channel, Wolf Tales. If you haven't seen Andy's video down here, what he has on his BMW, that video's gone viral. Go and give it a few more likes and send it all up. And, of course, the guy over this side, Simon GTR 1400, go and check out his channel as well. Thanks very much, everybody, though. So thanks to Crumbly, Tom, Crazy Dad, KG, Booze in the Room, and obviously Young Viking for the donation, Ponkster for coming in. I think we've just about covered everybody. White Rock, Crazy Dad, MT, everybody. But thanks very much for popping into the room on a Friday night, boys. As we always say, your participation is much appreciated. But if you happen to be down on Sunday, I'll be riding out of Eclipse on Sunday for the group ride because it is the first one of the month.
I'll be heading down to the Ace Cafe to take the piss out of some knob on a live wire.
Exactly.
I wish I
If you haven't been around the Ace Cafe, go and I'll see if I can get Premises to come down and heckle you.
Yeah, see if you can get him down. Why not? Before you know it, Wolf Tales will take about 9 hours to record.
Exactly. But have you
9, I can make that 15 easy.
But
Hey,
brilliant.
Phil,
Thanks very much, Simon, for coming in. Cheers, Grant. Thanks, Andy. Have
Cheers,
yourself a
guys.
great weekend, boys. Enjoy the bank holiday. It's going to be a sunny one. If you're up Super Sausage Sunday, I'll see you there. If you happen to be down at the Ace Cafe, go down, visit the boy from Wolf Tales. Until next week, as always, be well, ride safe, and as always, people, it's a big goodbye from me. Take care, everybody.